The National Athletic Trainers Association released results from a survey it conducted that revealed serious concerns about the amount of influence that college coaches have in medical decision-making involving student athletes. And here are some of the numbers, and this is disturbing. 19% of college athletic trainers reported that a coach played an athlete who had been deemed medically out of participation. 36% say that a coach has been able to influence the hiring or firing of members of the sports medicine staff. And of that 36%, 58% reported being pressured by a coach or administrator to make a decision, quote, not in the best interest of a student athlete's health. That's extraordinarily important. Bear in mind, again, that is more than half of them saying that they had been pressured by a coach or someone at the university to make a decision that was not in the best interest of a student athlete's health. And I turn right to the football guys when we talk about this. Bobbie Carpenter, did this surprise you?
No, it doesn't surprise me at all, because coaches, their success, their monetary reward, their salaries, it's all tied to winning. They need the best players out there to be able to win. And so they're going to naturally lean on guys. They're going to lean on the trainers. And so I look at that as saying, hey, you need a strong enough trainer who's been there, who reports to the AD, outside of the coach. Coaches get hired and fired. You want your AD, your trainer to be there for 30, 40 years so that he has the juice. He can sit there and say, hey, no, this guy's not playing, even if he wants to play. Because as you guys know, half of the time, you've got to protect players from themselves, especially when they're 18, 19, 20 years old. You're looking at today. You feel like Superman when you're young.
Yeah.
When you're 30, it's a little bit different.
Especially in the climate of football. Let me take you back, and I hate to bring this up, but this is something that when we saw the player at Maryland pass away in summer workouts, it was somebody's responsibility to notice that he was struggling, right? But there's been this idea, especially in football, that you got to be in a tough man. You got to have a tough man syndrome. And now you have athletic trainers that want to be just as tough as the guys in the weight room and as the head coaches. And it's a problem. And let me also say this, and this is strong, but it's the truth. It should be a crime to put a kid out on the field and he's not ready to go. It should be a crime. Like, period. If a head coach, and I don't care who it is, has an athletic trainer telling them that a kid is not ready to go back and participate, and he forces his way and his pull, that should be a crime if it's found out.
At absolute minimum, it should be a fireable offense.
No question.
Immediately. I completely agree with you. I would throw into this as well. Obviously, I was never a football player, but even I'm aware of the expression, you can't make the club in the tub. And so it's not about talking about the star players, even if you go to the next level in the NFL, who know their jobs are secure, their places are secure. But when you're talking about guys who are just trying to hang on, guys who are trying to make it to the league, they are inclined sometimes to do things that are not in their own best interest.
No question. And that carrot that dangles in front of you about going pro will make you make irrational decisions, especially a lot of kids in college that need to change their family situation.
I was going to say, this is psychological warfare. The same reason we're having the conversation about the Warriors and guys trying to rush back because of public perception. Like, if those guys are impressionable, we don't think 17, 18, 19-year-olds are impressionable when your coach has you in a room like, oh, you tweaked your ankle? Like, it could be like a grade 3 sprain. You don't know where it is, but somebody saying that to you, that could put pressure on you to come back, and you don't know what's right or wrong. That coach can sway what, an NFL player, or NFL coach's decision is about you getting drafted, or an NBA coach's decision is about you.
Well, and sometimes they'll throw it out there in the team meeting room, so it's out there for everybody. Like, when's your knee going to get healed up? We can have such and such back. It would be nice. And so everybody makes it sound like, is this guy not in it with us? Like, is he looking out for himself? And one of the things I always try to ask trainers, we all have kids in this room, I'd look them dead in the eye. If I was your son, what would you tell me to do? Yeah. And you wait to see how long they hesitate before they answer.
You put my son out there not healthy, I'm going to jail. Straight up. Because listen, there is minutia that transpires, especially in college, where you have players that literally look to these coaches and these decision makers as their gateway to taking care of themselves for the rest of their lives. It's their responsibility to take care of it.
If you saw that data yesterday or hearing this conversation now and you're wondering what should my reaction be, you should be outraged. This is outrageous. It would be completely 100% legitimate to be outraged by it.
Everyone, thank you for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports, more analysis, download the ESPN app. And for live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+. We'll see you there.